for the serious gamer.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Rurikhan's Bad Reviews. So this week the NGT staff asked me to make reviews on two games that I felt were really bad. And so I'm going to start off with this game, which is Genji Days of the Blade. So as you start the game, I mean this is not actually the game, it's the demo because I don't buy games which I don't like, obviously. So as you start the demo, you're playing with this character, which is the guy with two swords, and I was reading the instructions they gave me, and they said, oh, you can cross small gaps by running against walls and pressing circle. And I'm like, okay, where is a small gap for me to run up against the wall and press circle? There isn't one. That's weird. Isn't the point of a tutorial to like teach you stuff and then like have you practice it? So instead of that, I'm just button mashing trying to kill some guys, and I'm like, oh, maybe up here there's a gap, let's go. What? What in the... Oh. Okay, so now I suppose I'm controlling this chick? Okay, why? Okay, maybe they're trying to teach me how to play with several characters. Okay, I get that. It's just that it was a bit too fast there. I mean, I didn't really got to play that much time with the first character, and you're already giving me another one. Okay, so they're telling me that I can reel in enemies with this harpoon-like thing. So let's try and reel that guy in. Nope, doesn't seem to work, so let's beat the crap out of this guy instead. Okay, there you go. I'm just gonna button mash my way because I have no idea what kind of attacks she has. And there you go. Now let's try to reel him in again. Nope, not working. Let's try to aim better. Nope. Let's try to aim it again. Nope. Okay, let's try to get a bit closer there. Come on. Yeah, that's it. And we both fall down. Okay, so as you can see, the controls are pretty messy. The aiming is kind of hard, at least with this character. But okay, I'm getting kind of the feel for what this character can do. Let's just try to go with it and see where else the game leads us. So as you can see, the graphics of the game aren't all that great. They really aren't even using like 1/10 of the potential. Hey, wait a minute, I was just getting used to the other character. Oh man. So apparently they're going to introduce me to yet a third character, which is kind of weird considering they barely gave me 1 minute with the previous two. So anyways, let's try and work with this one, see what we get. Oh! This is a lot better than those other twos. This one actually looks like he can beat up some people with that huge stick, sword, whatever, that huge club thing of his. Okay. So anyways, as I was saying previously, before they forced yet another character change on me, the game's graphics aren't all that great. The animations are, I would say, average. This was a PlayStation release title, so they probably didn't quite get the whole technology as they were making the game. So, anyways, after going through 3 characters, this game really doesn't appeal to me that much, which is weird because I'm a big third-person hack and slash fan. So now they give you this boss-like guy, and I'm like, oh, this guy is going to be tough, so let's just try and use the more powerful attack that this character has right here, and let's see how much damage I can get with it. Okay, point at him, and let it go, and... oh, what? Was that more than half your health bar? I think there might be a slight balance issue here. Oh, I killed him in 2 attacks. So, okay. So anyways, after killing that boss, they apparently want to give me a reward. That chest over there, which I'm going to try and get open. Now, at this point, I was like figuring out that you could change in between the 3 characters. Now I'm trying to open the chest, and there we go. And in the chest, there's 1 weapon for each of the 3 characters. And I'm like, okay. Upgrades, always good. RPG-like element, kind of cool. And then they switch over from the scene in the lake to this battle scene, and I was really confused because, I mean, what's the justification behind this? Okay, I get it. I have to kill the big demon guys, but why did I go from that scene to this one? I mean, there's no explanation. I understand if a demo can start you off like in a random spot, but I mean, they usually tell you the story behind the switch when you switch the scenery, and there's nothing here. And now there's another problem that I noticed, which is I can't rotate the camera. I can't get a different angle, and this angle is really bad because I really can't figure out exactly how far from me my enemies are, and that doesn't really allow me to do proper attacks, I mean proper calculated attacks. And at this point I'm just trying to make do with this girl and see what kinds of combos I can get in, but it's really annoying because the controls, I mean, I just keep attacking in the wrong direction even though I'm pressing the right direction to attack. It's kind of freaky. You have to take a while to really get used to it. So eventually I just go to the double sword guy, who just seemed like the right guy to use when it's a messy situation because he just can attack so freaking fast. I mean, just look at that. He just attacks fast, so it's like good for messy situations. But this is just button mashing. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just pressing, what button was it? I was just pressing square, like boom, 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 yeah, okay, yeah, let's go, let's kill this guy over here, let's try and do a little triangle action here as well. And yeah, I'm actually not doing anything, I'm just pressing random buttons. As you can see, I end up striking into thin air several times. And at this point I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. I remember seeing somewhere in the objectives that I had to kill 20 dudes to keep going. And eventually there I actually got a cool combo in with that knee to the face, but I didn't really know how that happened. I was trying to figure it out. So anyways, I'm just slashing through these pink looking demon guys, samurai demons, whatever, and trying to make sense of what's happening. And it's really not really making all that much sense. So let's go back a little and look at an overview of what's going down. The tutorial was messed up, completely confusing, because I didn't really get a chance to get used to any of the characters. From the tutorial they immediately introduced a boss, which I assumed was going to be a bit hard, but turned out to be extremely easy. And then they offered me a reward of new weapons, which I end up not using because I already tested them before I filmed the demo, and they were pretty crappy. And then they put me into this crazy battle without giving me any explanation as to why they did so. And in the meantime, I'm just button mashing my way, and apparently there's another boss scorpion thingy like over there. So I believe I've already mentioned the animations. The animations aren't great. They look kind of worked on, which is good, but it's nothing really special, and it has a lot of repetition to it as well. And now I'm just gonna try and kill this guy, but there really is no explanation as to what his weak spots is. There is no real clue as to what you're supposed to be doing to defeat the boss. And you're left wondering, oh, I better dodge this. I'm trying to hit him there, nothing happens, so I'm going to try and go for the shiny pink spots. But nothing is happening as well, as you can see in his health bar at the bottom right corner of the screen. So in the meantime, I'm getting my ass completely kicked, and I'm considering maybe I should switch to the big fat guy and just own everything up with that one, with his huge AoE attack. And here I go, beating up everything and everyone with this huge attack. Now this attack seems to me like, for anyone that actually bought the game, this looks like this is a very useful crutch, which is something that you would resort to when all else fails. Now apparently I was able to get one of the boss's claws down there, but I really don't know what effect it had on him because his energy bar is still full. So that's something they really need to work on, the developers of this game. I believe it was a Tecmo game? I'm not even sure at this point. So anyways, I'm again trying to beat up the boss and not having that much effect because, as you can see, his energy bar is still completely full, and I'm left wondering, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? Also trying to switch camera angles because I can't really get an angle where I can get a proper view of the boss. Like now, I'm watching these two guys stab me in the back, and there's no way for me to rotate the camera to face the boss. I mean, this is just a bad mechanic, really, really bad camera work. And I'm just getting my face punched in by this boss because I can't even look at him. So now I'm switching up to the dual sword guy again because, like I said, it's a confusing game, and I'm trying to get through the confusing situation by just hacking and slashing my way out of it. However, I had a problem, which is I wasn't able to move back there because there was an invisible wall. Now the boss knocked me down, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try and jump and hit this pink spot, and oh! I managed to damage the boss. Okay, so I guess all those other attacks that looked like they weren't doing anything, they actually were doing something, and apparently I cut the head's boss off, and what? And the demo just ends like this. So this is a bit messed up in my opinion. So that was Rurikhan's Terry Bad reviews, and stay away from Genji Days of the Blade because not that good.